Hello, YouTube. I am Tim, your friendly neighborhood bastard, and this time we're looking at the HipKitty Chameleon. No idea when this thing was built. It was lent to me by a buddy of mine, and I'd never heard of this pedal before it was sort of thrust into my hands. So we'll discover this together. I played around with it a little bit, to get sort of a flavor for it. And so you see the volume knob is where it is, just based on just setting levels and whatnot. I didn't play with it extensively, but, it seemed to be kind of a halfway between like a distortion and a fuzz. Definitely one of the, a simpler distortion circuits. It's not tight by any stretch, but it's not meant to be tight. So it's got a distortion control, I assume it means harmonics, a harm control. I'm not exactly sure what they're on about there. And then, of course, it's got the volume. I mean, they're all more or less aptly named except for that harm. We'll find out what it does. We'll check the extremes and everything. I'm running it through, first of all, I'm running my Chapman ML3 Modern with a GFS Crunchy Pat pickup in the bridge. And I'm running that into the HipKitty, and then it's into my 11 rack on the beige channel. So there's your clean tone. Not a whole hell of a lot going on there, a little bit of reverb. So let's check it out. Yeah, I would almost consider that like a fuzz, but it really almost sounds like what happens when you run an overdrive pedal into another overdrive pedal. And that's just with the controls at noon there, you see. So let's check out what each of them does at their extremes. There's distortion all the way down. Oh, that got really gnarly. That's really cool. That's really cool. Something I should mention, sorry if you can hear my actual strings being hit. I've got my Shure SM7 basically right above my guitar, so that way I can talk to everybody. But damn, that's cool. All right, so I'm going to turn the distortion setting back up to noon and turn the harm down to 0 and see what happens. It's still got that really sort of gnarly, not on single notes, but now it's not as pronounced for sure. Let's turn that harm all the way up. Just how the note develops is just really cool. There's something special about that there, in a very limited use kind of sense. You wouldn't use it every day unless you're playing 70s music, I guess, 60s or 70s music. It just really screws up the tone in a brilliant way. Try the distortion all the way up. I'm going to switch to single coil mode on the bridge pickup here. that's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. So you can definitely hear the attack come through on some of the higher strings. Still on the lower strings, it's got that really sort of messed up tone about it, but all right, back to a humbucker, and let's try the neck pickup. All right, so that's some pretty nice singing sustain when you're on the neck. That sounds a lot more like a fuzz pedal to me at that point, albeit with less hair on the top end there. All right, so I'm going to turn the harm all the way down with the distortion all the way up. So yeah, I take back my previous statement. I mean, it does kind of sound fuzzy only with just, like I said, a little bit less hair on the high end. That is a really cool flavor. That is just really cool. So that does it for the HipKitty Chameleon. Until next time, I'm Tim, your friendly neighborhood bastard, signing off.